Hi, so today I'm going to show you one more advanced strategy in which I'm going to use fractals. So basically, fractals is made by Bill Williams. It's an indicator which shows like this. So what I've done is I've added the fractals here. Now the general, the way this fractal is made is, for example, this green uh, part where it is showing a fractal is. So basically, what it means is that X number of candles below, so X number of candles below and X number of candles after that has not broken this particular high, and the setting that I use is 4 4. So I want 4 on the left side and 4 on the right side. So if you notice these 4 candles, right, these 4 candles have not broken the high of this, and the other 4 candles have also not broken the high of this. In that case, this will become a fractal high. And similarly, when you see the red fractal, this will come when the previous 4 candles have not broken the low, and the next 4 candles, which is these 4, have not broken this low. In this case, this will become a fractal low. So you will notice that you will keep getting a lot of fractals. But how do we actually trade a fractal is more on a breakout system. So what you can do is you can actually use a breakout system to trade a fractal, and you can use any idea, let's say RSI or a moving average. So in this case, I'm going to show you moving average. So what you can do is you can just add a normal simple moving average, and depending on which one you like, maybe you can add a 50 moving average. So I'm just going to add 50 moving average now, which will tell me that the direction I want to take this trade on. Again, it's time independent strategy. You can use it in any time frame. So essentially, if it is above the 50 moving average, I will go for a buying trade, and if it's below the moving average, I will go for a selling trade. So let's take an example. If you see here, let's take few examples. So if you see here, at this point of time, the fractal is here. The fractal is here. So I want to take it as a breakout strategy. That means I will take an entry. If I see here, I will take an entry somewhere here, which is the low of the fractal. And since this is below the moving average, I will be going for a selling trade. So I will go for a selling trade. Why? Because the fractal, the level is below the moving average, and I will go for a breakout strategy. And it was a good trade. It was a good trade here. And what you can do is you can put a stop loss either the fractal, but in this case, since the fractal is too high, I can put the stop loss as a swing high. So this can be my stop loss, and I can go with a 1:2 or 1:3 risk to reward. Right? So this was first trade. This was the first trade. Let's see if we get any other trade. Now, since I've already taken a trade, I want to again go for a downward trade. But it's always good to take an entry which is close to the moving average. For example, I am also getting a selling trade here. At this point of time, I'm getting a selling trade. But the problem is that I am already too far from the moving average. If I'm too far from the moving average, there is high chance that it will come back. So we have to think of that also. So the first thing is try to take an entry which is close to the moving average so that you get a very good entry in this correct direction. And the second thing is only take the trade at the breakout. So this was the selling trade. Let's check out a buying trade also. So if you see here, this was a fractal here, and this would have been a decent buying trade, right? This would have been a decent buying trade. So we could have taken a buying here. We could have taken a buy here because it is above the moving average also, and keeping this as the stop loss. And you will notice that my stop loss will get hit. So this is a stop loss trade. But again, I will get another entry here. Once this breaks here, right? Because this is again very close to the moving average and it's going up. I will again go for a buying trade, and this time it actually makes a good profit. Right? So when I'm going on the buying direction, I have to make sure. So three conditions. When I'm going for a buying trade, I need to make sure that my entry is above the moving average. Second thing is it is breaking the green fractal because I'm going for a up or a upward fractal, and it has to be close to the moving average. Otherwise it might reverse. So this is for the buying, and for the selling is the other way around. So let's see if we get few more examples here. Again, if you notice, we will not take a sell trade here because it is still above the moving average. This is where I can get an entry. this is where I can get an entry. So I get an entry somewhere here, a selling trade. I will put the stop loss as the previous swing, a previous swing which is somewhere here. And again, you can see an easy 1:2 trade, an easy 1:2 trade. If you see current latest one also, right? So this happened just a couple of days back. You can see a fractal which is again very close to the moving average, and I'm getting a buying trade, so I can go for a buying trade here, and again a very good trade, right, with a very small stop loss. So generally this will only work when all the three conditions are true. If we want to take a trade which is very far away from the moving average, generally the stop loss will get hit. So this is a fractal strategy. It's a little advanced strategy, but you can try it out. Thank you.